What do you think? What's your take on Spotlight Nigeria and the value that it brings to facilitating or improving business between Nigeria and France?
No, I think very, very, very well prepared from what I could tell. I saw the whole trail of organizations, so this is always a start point. I think potentially, essentially, what people need to understand is Nigeria's current state, but more importantly, they need to visit Nigeria. I think it's the kind of space. It's very different here. I was in London yesterday. The conversation around Nigeria from London is miles away from France, right? I would say primarily because people do not know the Nigeria landscape in France. So you've got a space of a small number of French companies that have been there profitably for a number of them. So you should really leverage on them to, I wouldn't say preach the gospel, but basically make sure people understand the realities of Nigeria rather than perceptions. I thought the session on tax was particularly interesting, because people, French investors that I've talked to, think that tax is just a maze which is impossible to navigate in Nigeria. But actually, to realize that you've got some very, there's a pool of depth of expertise around tax advisory that they can rely on. To close off, my take is to build on this initiative and others, including the one that we arranged with the ambassador and Sian back in June at First Bank. It's an ecosystem. So you build an ecosystem. But by virtue of being, First Bank Nigeria in France, in my view, we're friends of Nigeria, whether we're members or not. We are actually.
No, our membership is open to
waving the Nigerian flag
to
in France.
Friends of Nigeria who are not Nigerians.
Exactly. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So we're open to that as well.
Okay. So very good.
Thank you very
congratulations.
much. Thank you.